Breaking news for all Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients. The moment you've been waiting for is finally here. Those $2,000 stimulus checks we've been tracking for months? They're hitting bank accounts in the next 24 hours. But wait, is your payment included in this first wave? And what about those claiming Social Security benefits who haven't received previous payments? I've got all the details you need right now, so stay with me until the end because I'll be sharing exactly how to check your payment status and what to do if your payment doesn't arrive as expected. Before I dive into all the details, if you're new here, I cover all the latest updates on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, Medicare, stimulus payments, and everything that matters to retirees and benefit recipients. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss crucial information that could affect your benefits and financial situation. So let's get right into today's massive news. After months of congressional debates, procedural delays, and what seemed like endless waiting, the Treasury Department confirmed late yesterday that the first batch of $2,000 stimulus payments is being processed and will begin appearing in bank accounts within the next 24 hours. This is huge news for the millions of Americans who rely on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI benefits and have been struggling with rising inflation and increasing costs of everyday essentials. Now, many of you have been asking me how these payments will be distributed. Will they arrive the same way as your regular monthly benefits? The answer is yes. If you receive your Social Security, SSI, or SSDI payments via direct deposit, that's exactly how you'll receive this stimulus payment. The Treasury Department has stated they're utilizing the same payment systems and information they use for your regular benefits, which means no additional steps are required on your part if your direct deposit information is current. But what if you typically receive your benefits via a direct express card or paper check? Don't worry, you're covered too. Direct Express cardholders will see the stimulus funds added to their cards automatically, while those who receive paper checks will have their stimulus checks mailed out beginning tomorrow. However, those receiving paper checks should expect a slightly longer wait time, typically 7 to 10 business days for delivery, though some may receive them sooner. One question I've been getting repeatedly in the comments is, do I qualify for this payment if I'm on Social Security? Here's the straightforward answer. Yes. If you're currently receiving Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI, or SSI payments, you automatically qualify for this stimulus payment. Unlike previous rounds where income thresholds created confusion, this targeted stimulus is specifically designed for benefit recipients, regardless of whether you file taxes or not. But what about those who receive railroad retirement benefits, VA benefits, or are dependents of qualifying recipients? This is important. All railroad retirement and VA benefit recipients will also receive the $2,000 payment automatically. For dependents, the situation is a bit different. Unlike previous stimulus programs, this current payment does not include additional amounts for dependents. Each qualified individual recipient will receive their own $2,000 payment. I know many of you are wondering about the timing. Will everyone get their payment tomorrow? The reality is that while the first batch is being processed now, the Treasury Department has announced they'll be releasing payments in batches over the next 3 weeks. They're prioritizing recipients with the lowest benefit amounts first, recognizing that these individuals likely have the most urgent financial needs. So if you don't see a payment in the next 24 to 48 hours, don't panic. Your payment could be scheduled for the second or third batch. Now, here's something crucial you need to know. There's a way to check when your specific payment will arrive. The Social Security Administration has just updated their online portal with a stimulus payment tracker. To access it, simply log into your My Social Security account's GOV, and you'll see a notification about your stimulus payment status, including the expected date of deposit or mailing. Don't have an online account yet? I strongly recommend setting one up. It's free, secure, and gives you access to various tools to manage your benefits. But what if the tracker shows no information about your payment? This is where a bit of patience comes in. The SSA has mentioned that it may take up to 48 hours for all accounts to show the updated stimulus information as they roll out the system across the country. If after 48 hours you still don't see any information, That's when you might want to contact the SSA directly. Let me address another common question. Is this payment taxable? I have good news. These stimulus payments are not considered taxable income. You won't need to report them on your next tax return, and they won't affect your tax bracket or liability. This payment is essentially tax-free financial assistance. What about the impact on your regular benefits? Will receiving this stimulus payment affect your monthly Social Security, SSI, or SSDI amount? Absolutely not. These stimulus funds are completely separate from your regular benefits and will not impact your eligibility or benefit amount in any way. Additionally, for those receiving means-tested benefits like SSI, this stimulus payment will not count as income or resources for at least 12 months after receipt, meaning it won't affect your SSI eligibility either. I know many of you are concerned about scams, especially with announcements of large payments like this. Let me be very clear. The SSA, IRS, or Treasury Department will never call, text, or email you asking for personal information to process your stimulus payment. They already have all the information they need. If anyone contacts you claiming you need to provide information or pay a fee to receive your stimulus, it's a scam. Report it immediately to the Federal Trade Commission at ftc.gov/complaint. Now, let's talk about what this money can be used for. Unlike some previous assistance programs, there are absolutely no restrictions on how you can spend these funds. Whether you need to catch up on bills, purchase medications, make home repairs, or simply build up your emergency savings, the choice is entirely yours. This payment is designed to provide financial relief in whatever way best serves your individual circumstances. I've been receiving questions about whether this is a one-time payment or if more are coming. According to the legislation that authorized these payments, this is currently designed as a one-time stimulus. However, there are ongoing discussions in Congress about possible additional rounds of support, especially if economic conditions worsen or inflation continues to rise. As always, I'll keep you updated on any developments on that front as soon as information becomes available. What makes this stimulus round different from previous ones is how targeted it is to benefit recipients. Past stimulus programs were broader and covered most Americans under certain income thresholds. This program is specifically focused on providing relief to those on fixed incomes who have been disproportionately impacted by rising costs. The $2,000 amount is also significantly higher than individual payments in previous rounds, acknowledging the unique challenges facing benefit recipients. Let's discuss what you should do if your payment doesn't arrive as expected. If after 3 weeks you haven't received your payment and the online tracker doesn't show any information, there's a dedicated stimulus hotline you can call. The number is different from the regular SSA customer service line to help manage call volumes. You can reach the stimulus assistance team at placeholder number. They can check your payment status and address any issues that might be delaying your payment. Many of you might be wondering how this sudden influx of cash might affect your budget planning. While everyone's financial situation is different, financial advisors are suggesting a few priority uses for these funds. First, catching up on any past due essential bills like utilities or housing costs. Second, replenishing emergency savings if you've had to dip into them recently. Third, addressing medical needs that you might have been postponing due to cost concerns. And finally, reducing high-interest debt that might be draining your monthly budget.